Welcome everyone to the Road Report, a 4th of July edition. I'm Ed McGrogan with Steve Tignor outside the All England Club. The only Americans that are still left in this term are the Bryan brothers in the doubles. The men's semifinals, it's a collection of usual names we've seen and one new face, Jerzy Janowicz. Let's start with his against Andy Murray. That's going to be second on tomorrow. Janowicz, a huge server. Murray taken to 5 sets by Verdasco in the quarters. What are your thoughts on this?
That should be an interesting match. I think most people know Murray. Not that many people probably know Jerzy Janowicz. He beat Murray last fall in Paris indoors. Very different scene than Wimbledon, obviously. But he has, like you said, he has a huge serve, 130 miles an hour. He hits every ball. He can hit the ball as hard as anybody on the tour. He's had a huge rise in the last year or so. He's played really well at this tournament. He should like grass. He's a really flat ball. Murray struggled with the big serve against Verdasco and the big shots of Verdasco. He'll have to play better, I think, to beat Janowicz and not be as defensive as he was in that match. He was more defensive than he has been when I've seen him in a long time in the Verdasco match, and more nervous. But I still expect him to win. I still, just based on their overall career records, still go with Murray and his and the fans and his desire to win this tournament.
Yeah, it would, regardless of how well Janowicz has played, and he has, I think this would be a colossal missed opportunity for Murray with everything that's happened to draw, getting a semifinal opponent of this caliber. So the other semi before that is Djokovic and Del Potro. Now, these two recently played at Wimbledon, the Olympics last year, and Del Potro, I would think in sort of an upset at the time, too, beats Djokovic. That was a bronze medal match. Djokovic, the world number one, and he's been so far, aside from Del Potro, probably played the best, really, of all the men's players at this tournament. He gets through Berdych after a shaky second set, but beats him in straights. But Del Potro's been actually just as good as hardly dropped serve at all this tournament. So your thoughts on this semifinal?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Djokovic is 8-3 in his career against Del Potro, but 0-1 on grass. Like you said, Del Potro beat him here in the bronze medal match. That was a painful match for Djokovic to lose. He said a bunch of times, but he has generally done well against Del Potro. He's more consistent. He can track down Del Potro's shots until Del Potro misses. Djokovic has been excellent in this tournament, but he was also excellent until the semifinals last year when he lost to Roger Federer. Del Potro beat Djokovic as well at Indian Wells this year. He had a good run there, and it sort of feels like that is a possibility again because he beat David Ferrer in straight sets. Del Potro usually struggles against Ferrer, but he beat him yesterday in straight sets. We'll see if he's on another sort of mini roll the way he was in Indian Wells when he beat Djokovic there.
Of the two, which would you call the most likely to be an upset by the numbers, Janowicz or Del Potro?
Well, you'd have to say an upset in the match. Janowicz beating Murray is the bigger upset. The more likely upset is, the more likely win is Del Potro, which wouldn't be a huge upset if he beat Djokovic, despite the fact that Novak's number one.
Right. Yeah. It's that'll be the men's semis, and we'll be back with the Road Report next time on tennis.com. Thanks for listening.